Welcome back, my dear students. So I hope you must have gone through the previous video properly and you must have understood the concept of percentage properly, right? And today, as you can see, we are going to start a new topic, that is profit and loss, right? So I'm sure that you must have been introduced to this profit and loss chapter in standard 5th, right? Some idea already you must have got about profit and loss. But in 6th class, you'll be studying profit and loss in more detail. So stay tuned and listen carefully. Copy down all the formulae that I gave you throughout the session. Okay, so let's start. So the topic for today, as you can see, students, is profit and loss. So before going to solve the numbers, before starting to solve the numbers, let's understand the various basic concepts that you must know before solving the questions, right? So when you go to a shop and purchase something, so we purchase something at a particular price, right? We purchase something at a particular price. So that is called as what? The cost price. So you must be aware of the terms which are related to profit and loss, like CP. CP stands for what? Cost price. Yes, cost price means what? The price at which an article is purchased. Right? So we know that the cost at which you purchase an article is called the cost price. SP stands for what? Selling price. Selling price means what? The price at which an article is sold. At which an article is sold. Suppose I purchased this marker pen at rupees 50 from the shop, right? So I gave the shopkeeper rupees 50. So what is the CP or the cost price of this marker pen? It's 50 rupees. And after some days, if I didn't like this marker pen and I want to sell it, suppose I sold it to one of my friend at rupees 40. So 40 is the selling price. So I sold it, right? I sold it to my friend. So my selling price is what? 40 rupees. I had purchased it at rupees 50, but I sold it at rupees 40. So from here also you can understand the meaning of profit and loss. Okay. So what is profit and what is loss? Profit is when the SP is greater than CP, and loss is when the CP is greater than the SP. Now just now I gave an example, students, that I purchased the marker pen at rupees 50 and I sold it to one of my friend at rupees 40. So I got what? 10 rupees loss. I have incurred rupees 10 loss. How? Because I spent 50 rupees on the marker pen, but how much did I receive? I received only 40 rupees. So that means my selling price, my cost price was greater than my selling price. My cost price was 50, but my selling price was 40. So that's why I incurred a loss. If I had sold the marker pen at rupees 60, then what does it mean? SP is greater than CP. So when SP is greater than CP, that means I have incurred a profit. I have got a profit because my selling price is more than the cost price. Okay. So let us jot down some important formulae. Which will really help you in solving the various questions. Okay. Important formula based. So now first thing, the formula for profit. You know that profit is when SP is greater than CP. So obviously it's SP minus CP, right? The second formula is for loss. Loss is when CP, that means the cost price, is greater than the selling price. So that means here loss will be CP minus SP. Clear? Okay. Now let's come to the next category of formula. So this is a very simple one, profit and loss formula. Directly you can find when the selling price and cost price are given. In this way you can find out the profit and loss. Now students, if there is loss if you are given loss. Okay, if there is loss, then you have separate formula for cost price and selling price. And if, so let us give it a name third. Let us write it as bit number 1 under subheadings, bit number 2. Now number 4, if there is profit, okay, if there is profit, then what is the formula for CP and SP? Okay, so now let us focus on this. Now if there is a loss, means what, students? If there is loss, cost price is greater than selling price. So how will you find CP when you have a loss and you know the selling price? Okay, so that means loss is when cost price is more. So obviously CP will be what? When SP is given and loss is given, it will be SP plus loss. Remember it. Cost price, when you know the selling price and loss is CP, is equal to SP plus loss. So you should know by now, students, that loss is when the cost price is greater than the selling price. So just in this way you can make out the formula. Cost price is selling price plus loss, and selling price when there is a loss. How to find the selling price when there is a loss? Selling price will be equal to what? CP minus loss. Clear? Now next, if there is profit, how to find the cost price? Cost price when there is a profit is obviously less than the selling price, right? So it will be obviously SP minus profit. Okay, and selling price will be what? Cost price plus profit. So don't get confused with the formula, students. You have to just understand. You just think of an example and then try to find out the formula for each. Okay, so that means you can understand the formula for profit and loss. Profit is SP minus CP, loss is CP minus SP. If there is loss, cost price is selling price plus loss. If there is profit, cost price is selling price minus profit. If there is loss, selling price is CP minus loss, and if there is profit, selling price is CP plus profit. Besides that, also you have other formulae. How to find the percentage profit and percentage loss? So profit percent is profit by cost price multiplied to 100. We know that whenever you're going to express something as percentage, you need to multiply by 100, right? Likewise, you have the sixth formula for loss percent. Loss by cost price multiplied to 100. Okay. So now students, let us start solving the questions, right? So the first question for today is find the profit or loss percent. So already we have discussed the formula. So how to apply the formula in the given question? Let's see it. So question number 1, bit number 1. Cost price is 30 rupees and selling price is 42. Selling price is 42, right? So as you can see, students, here CP is less than SP. Selling price is more. So obviously you have got a profit here. Okay. So first you have to identify whether it's a profit or loss and then find out the profit percent or the loss percent. So in this case, as you can see, CP is less than SP. So that's why profit. So profit is always SP minus CP. So SP is 42. CP is 30, so that gives us rupees 12, right? And now how to find the profit percent? Profit percent is profit. So if you want, you can write the formula once again, okay? So profit by cost price. So what is the cost price? Cost price is 30. Always the profit percent and the loss percent are calculated on the cost price, remember, okay? Multiplied to 100. So let's cancel it. So we have got here 40% as the answer, right? I hope the idea is getting clear. It's quite simple. Let's come to bit number 2. This cost price is 100 rupees. What about the selling price? It's rupees 90. Okay. So now as you can see here, the cost price is more than the selling price. So obviously it's a loss. So loss will be CP minus SP. that is 100 minus 90. So we got here rupees 10 as the loss. But we need to find what? Loss percent. Loss by the cost price multiplied to 100. So easily we got the answer. 10% is the answer for this, right? Let's come to bit number 3 now. Cost price is 50 rupees. Profit is rupees 6. Profit is rupees 6. So as I told you students, now you can see what we want. In order to, we have to calculate the profit or the loss percent. So already it's given that profit is 6 rupee and we are also given the cost price. So we need these two things. Nothing to calculate here. Directly we can find the profit percent. So therefore profit percent is equal to profit by cost price multiplied to 100. So 52s are, that is equal to 12%. Very easily you have got that, right? So now bit number 4. Selling price is rupees 200. What else is given? Loss is given. Loss is rupees 40. So now in this case students, you are already given that it is a loss. Okay, loss percent you have to find out. But to find out the loss percent, we need to know the cost price. But here we don't know the cost price. We know the selling price only. So what is the first thing we should do? We should find out the cost price, right? So let's find out the cost price first. Now if you see, it's a loss. Loss means what? Cost price will be definitely more than the selling price. That means add selling price plus loss. Okay, CP is what? SP plus loss, because whenever there is a loss, cost price is more than selling price. That means cost price will be equal to selling price plus loss. So that will give us 200 plus 40, that is equal to rupees 240, right? Now therefore you have to find out the loss percent. Loss is given 40 rupees, because you can see here obviously CP will be 240, so SP is 200, so you have got a 40 rupees loss. Yes or no? So loss by the cost price multiplied to 100. Very easily, 4 tens are 4 6 are 24, 2 3s are 2 5s are, so we got a 50 by 3%, that is equal to, let's convert it, 3 16 2 by 3%, right? 16 whole 2 by 3%. So in this way you are going to calculate. Bit number 5. Let's solve the bit number 5 here. Selling price is rupees 10. Selling price is rupees 10 and profit is what? Rupees 2. Okay. So now students, here also you see you have already got the profit. So, but one more quantity we need, that is what? The cost price, to calculate the profit percentage. Now, how to calculate? I told you whenever you have profit, it means that CP is less. CP is less. So, that means it will be SP minus profit. So, as you can see here, you got the selling cost price to be rupees 8. Obviously, you purchased the article at rupees 8 and you sold it at rupees 10. So, you got a profit of rupees 2. Yes. Now, you can easily calculate. So, therefore, profit percent will be profit by cost price multiplied to 100. Right? 4 2s are 425. 2 cancels out. So, it's how much? 25%. Okay. I think the idea is getting quite clear with everyone. So now students, let's come to the next variety of question. Okay, so find the selling price and the next one is find the cost price. So this is what here, when you want to find the selling price, cost price will be given and the profit or the loss percent will be given. And when you have to find the cost price, selling price will be given and the loss or the profit percent will be given. So when any of this one quantity you have to find out and the other two quantities are given, so which formula are you going to use? Okay, so the formula for this is, just write down, cost price is equal to 100 divided by 100 plus profit percent multiplied to selling price. Okay, and there are two formula for cost price. This is when you have a profit percent, and when you have loss, 100 by 100 minus loss percent multiplied to the selling price. That means what, students? Here when the cost price is, when you have to calculate the cost price, profit percent and selling price will be given. Okay, so in the numerator you're going to take 100, then 100 plus profit percent. When it is profit percent, the same formula for cost price, but if it is a loss, then 100 minus loss percent whole multiplied to selling price. Okay, in the same manner for SP, for the selling price, the formula is just, it will shift, that means a reverse. This will come in the numerator, 100 plus profit percent. Just, it's very easy to remember the formula. Okay, 100 plus profit percent will go up and 100 will come down. Okay, just the reverse of this. We can say the inverse of this, right? By 100 multiplied to, in place of SP, CP, because here you have to find SP. So obviously CP will be given. Another formula is what? 100 minus loss percent by 100 multiplied to cost price. So when there is a loss percent, you have to subtract from 100, and when there is a profit percent, you have to add profit percent to 100. That's it. Okay, and this is the 4 formula. This 4 formula you have to remember properly. Clear? So now let's solve the first question. Question number 2, bit number 1. So what are we given? We are given selling cost price is rupees 20 and profit is 10%. So now, which formula are you going to use here? You have to find what? The selling price. Selling price when you have a profit. Selling price when you have a profit is this. You are given, you know the CP and you know the profit percent. So simply 100 plus 100 plus. What is the profit percent? It's 10. Whole divided by 100 multiplied to what is the cost price? Rupees 20. So just solve it in this manner. Okay. So 100 plus 110 will give us how much? 110 out of 100 multiplied to 20. So now we can easily cancel these 2 zeros, and how much did we get? How much do we get? Rupees 22. So that means here it's a profit, 10% profit. So obviously SP will be greater than CP because it's a profit. And what is the SP you got? It is 2 rupee more than the what? Cost price, right? So in this manner you're going to solve it. Just remember this 4 formula, okay? It's very important. Now let's come to the next one. Cost price is rupees 12.60, 12 rupees 60 paise, and loss 13.1 by 3%. So 13.1 by 3% is 13,339, 40 by 3%. Okay, right? So now we are going to solve it using the same formula. So what are you going to find out? SP when you have a loss. SP when you have a loss is this 100 minus, okay, 100 minus, what is the loss percent? 40 by 3 whole divided by 100 multiplied to CP. CP is 12.60. Clear? Now just let's solve the numerator, because in numerator you have 100 minus 40 by 3. Okay. Denominator you have 100 here, right? So now 100 minus 40 by 3. Let me show you here. Okay. Fractions already you are knowing very well. 100 minus 40 by 3 is same as, you know, this is by 1. Yes or no? So what is the LCM? LCM will be 3. So this is 300 minus 40. So 300 minus 40 will give us how much? 260 upon 3, right? 260 by 3. So how much we got? 100 minus 40 by 3 is 260 by 3. Clear? Multiplied to 12.60 is same as 1260 by 100, right? 1260 by 100. See how to solve it very easily. Now what is the meaning of this? 260 by 3. Again, you have got a complex fraction here, students. We have dealt with this in your previous videos. In the previous classes, we have discussed about this type of fraction. So 260 by 3 by 100 is same as 260 by 3 divided by 100. In percentage chapter we have discussed, yes or no? So 260 by 3 it's same as multiplied to 1 by 100. Yes or no? Because this is 100 by 1. So when you change the division to multiplication, it becomes what? Reciprocal of the 100 by 1 is 1 by 100. So now we can easily write it down. 260 by 3 multiplied to 1 by 100 multiplied to 1260 by 100. Okay, so that manner it becomes very easy. Now let us cancel this 3 with this. 3 4s are 12, 3 2s are 6, and 0, this 0 0 also cancels out, and this 0 can be cancelled with this 0. Clear? Now don't cancel this 100 with 42 or 26. What shall we do? We will multiply 26 multiplied to 42, right? So we are getting here 1092 by 100, yes or no? 1092 by 100 is same as rupees 10.92. Clear? So this way you can easily solve it. So what is the selling price you got? Rupees 10.92. As you can see, it's a loss. So obviously selling price should be less than the cost price, and you have got rupees 10.92. Clear? So now let's solve bit number 3 for question number 2. Cost price is rupees 40 and profit is 20%. Profit is 20%. So you are supposed to find the selling price. So selling price when there is a profit, what is the formula? 100 plus profit percent. 100 plus profit percent is 120, yes or no? Divided by 100 multiplied to cost price, that is 40. So 120 by 100 multiplied to 40. So 0, 0, 0, 0 cancels out. So we got rupees 48 as the selling price, and the profit is 20%. So rupees 48. That means selling price should be greater than the cost price, right? So now let's come to question number 3. So in this case now, the previous question you were supposed to find the selling price. Already I gave the formula for the cost price also, right? So how to find the cost price when you are given SP and the loss of the profit percent? So let's come to bit number 1. Selling price is rupees 12. And what is the loss? Loss is 4%. Percentage loss is 4%. So how to find the cost price? I told you just inverse formula. That means for SP you're adding or subtracting in the numerator, and by 100 you're adding, but here in the numerator you will have 100 and just the opposite. So here it's a loss. So 100 minus loss percent is minus 4 multiplied to the selling price, that is 12 here. So 100 by 96, yes or no, multiplied to 12. Clear? So 12 8s are 96, 4 2s are 8, 4 25s are 100. So we got here 25 by 2 rupees. So let's convert it. 2 12s are 24, right? So rupees, 2 12s 24, 2 5s are 10. 12 rupees 50 paise. Okay, so calculation part you can do easily. Just how to apply the formula you have to see it. Okay, since you are using this formula for the first time, right? Let's come to bit number 2 now. Selling price is rupees 18 and you have a loss of 40%. So the same formula you're going to apply. Cost price will be 100 by 100 minus the loss percent. Loss percent is 40 multiplied to SP. SP is 18. Okay, so we got here 100 by 60 multiplied to 18. This 0 0 cancels. 6 3s are 18. So we got here rupees 30. As you can check also, selling cost price is greater than the selling price. That's why it's a loss, right? So now the third bit. Selling price is 42 rupees and you have a profit of 5%, right? So let's find out the cost price. Very simply you're going to find out, students, right? Cost price, what is the formula? 100. So now it's a profit, so it will be 100 plus profit percent. Clear? Multiplied to the selling price, that is 42. So we got here 100 by 105 multiplied to 42. So with 5 2s are 10, 5 1s are 5, 5 20, okay, 7 3s are 21, 7 6s are 42, 3 2s are 6. So we got here how much? 40 rupees. We got here 40 rupees is the cost price. So dear students, it's enough for today. So the task for you is just to remember the various formulae that I gave you. Okay, try to memorize the formula, it will be good. Okay, but try to also understand the meaning of each and every question and the concept of profit, loss, profit percent, loss percent. Okay, and the next class we'll be discussing some more important questions on profit and loss. So till the next class, take care and study well.